What's the biggest difference moving to Australia?
People there are really friendly. Like, I was really shocked when people would like smile or say hi and like, hi, good morning. And then I'll be like,
Oh.
I was outside and I sneezed. And then people were like, bless you. And I'm like,
Oh. You grew up speaking Cantonese and some English, but now
Yeah.
you're over there. What do you think about your Chinese?
it is decreasing.
It's decreasing.
I have a few friends that literally don't do tutoring at all. A lot of them, they could just like go home after school and then
Yeah.
just rot at home for like,
Right.
yeah, they can literally just like stay at home, scroll on their phone, do whatever.
Welcome to Tiffy Talks. Step into a world where it's just me and the kids. What incredible adventures will we have together? Well, let's get right into it and find out now. Tiffy Talks, be your own star.
Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Kelly, I'm 14 and I am a middle child.
You're a middle child.
Yeah.
Oh, and you have an older sibling that's how much older than you?
A year older than me.
A year, and younger is?
Is 6 years younger than me.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you live in Australia now.
Yeah.
And when did you move over there?
I moved in 2020. I was around 9 years old.
Oh, so you did live in Hong Kong for quite a
Yeah.
while. What do you think is the biggest difference?
Probably the education in Australia. It's really chill. Hong Kong primary school was already really pressuring. Like 7 pieces of homework after school. You gotta
Yeah.
sit at your table, work and work and work. And like class, you stare at a textbook. But in like Australia, it was more like you learn through games and you learn through like a lot of other stuff, not just like textbooks.
Okay. Obviously your English is like perfect now, right?
Yeah.
But was it like that when you first moved over there?
I had a little bit of an accent. Like
Okay.
it was different to other people, but like I could understand like English and stuff pretty well because I speak to English while growing up as well. Like, but the accent was just like not on point.
Aside from like education-wise, like what's the biggest difference moving to Australia? Was there any like cultural
Yeah,
differences?
so people there are really friendly. Like I was really shocked when people would like smile or say hi and like, hi, good morning. And then I'll be like,
Oh.
like it was really strange to me at first, but now like I'm getting used to it.
Yeah.
And before like I was outside and I sneezed and then people were like, bless you. And I'm like,
Oh.
I wasn't used to people that wasn't close to me or didn't know me to like talk to me.
Yeah.
So that was a really big like difference.
Yeah, understandable. So you experienced like life here and you grew up speaking Cantonese and some English, but now
Yeah.
you're over there. Would you say your English is like 80% of your spoken language now?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about your Chinese?
It is decreasing.
It's decreasing.
The skill, like my skills are getting like hard. Like sometimes I just be speaking and then I would be like, I don't even understand what I just said. Like sometimes I couldn't make up a full English and sometimes I need to use Chinglish, like a mix with English.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then like I just feel like it was really different to when I was little. Like looking back at like videos when I was younger, I'll be like, how do I speak so well? How can't I speak like that right now? I'm less confident in speaking in Cantonese. Sometimes when I'll be ordering food outside, I'll be like, should I just speak in English? Like I'm scared they won't understand what I said.
Oh, because
Yeah.
you're just too used to using English now.
Yeah.
Now I want to know more about like school in Australia. You're saying how like the teachers there, when you first went, you were 9 years old, the teachers helped you out a lot. Like even though you did understand English, were there still things that you didn't know and they had to like assist you in it?
Since they knew that I just moved, they had this program for other people that just moved here. They catch you up on like certain English vocabulary, grammar and stuff that you might have missed out when you're overseas. They pull you out of class and they teach you the basics. And then once you go back, you kind of just have like the knowledge and then you kind of adapt easier than you would if you didn't know those like vocabularies.
And how
stuff.
did you feel like attending these classes?
I felt like a geek, honestly, because I was like, yeah, I knew this, I know this already and stuff.
Okay.
And then I'll be like, I don't need this, like I knew it. It did help, but like I just felt like it wasn't like really, really helpful.
I see. And you said they teach by playing games.
Yes.
Can you give us some examples?
So I'm not sure if it's the same in every school, but my primary school, I had a thing called math games and reading games.
Oh.
For math games, you have like a rotation of 4 groups. I think one group you'll be with the teacher and then they will be on a whiteboard because tables back then was really cute and really fun. There's like tables in their whiteboards and you can write on them with like whiteboard markers.
Like on the table?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then basically the teacher will sit around the table and then she will be teaching you the math there in groups up to your level. They would like teach you separately and then make sure they know what to do. And then the next, maybe there'll be worksheets and then you just do worksheets. And then there's another rotation, I believe you do computer games.
Okay.
And then the last ones you do kind of like, you get this bag and then there are like games you do with like people in your group. and then you like learn through that way.
Oh, if you had to imagine, would implementing this version of like learning in Hong Kong, like back when you were in school, would it have made a difference for you, you think?
Yeah, I think it would be less stressful. Primary school in Hong Kong is really similar to high school in Australia right now. Primary school is really like chill and really fun. You don't understand it and you go up to the teacher, they explain it to you. In Hong Kong primary school, there's a few teachers teaching different subjects. In Australia, there's one teacher teaching all the subjects.
And you enjoy that more because you're closer to the teacher?
Yeah, and like you won't need stress, be like, oh, that teacher is really mean. I was like, oh, I don't like that teacher. That teacher teaches bad. Like,
yeah. Do you feel like you have any like pressure or stress with grades in school?
In high school, yes.
Yeah.
Because there are assessments and stuff. But I think a different thing is Hong Kong, they have exams. Australia, there are assessments. There are some in-class tests and stuff. But a lot of them, you do like projects and you hand them in.
Oh, so rather than exams, it's more of projects where you group together all the things you learned.
You just kind of put your understanding into like one project and then you hand it in and then they just grade you on it.
And do they give you like quite a bit of time to do the projects?
Yeah, but some teachers are not very nice and they're not very organized, so they didn't check an assessment notification came out and then they wouldn't give it to you, so then you won't have enough time to prepare for it.
Oh, so they give it to you late and then like you're just like rushing because there's a deadline.
Yeah, and like just like cramming like information and it's just really pressuring sometimes.
Okay, and how about the community? Like, do you feel like there's a huge difference between primary school and high school in Australia?
Primary school, they just kind of like let you be. And then like in high school, the education, they make sure you need to know all the information. And like if you don't do something in class, it's your loss. Like they can't really do anything about it. They can't really control you anymore, right?
Yeah.
So then they just kind of teach you stuff. If you don't pay attention in class, they wouldn't really like looking at every single student, do this, and like.
You know how kids in Hong Kong, a lot of times their daily schedules consist of go to school, go home, go to tutoring, and then probably get home, do some homework, and then maybe play video games and then go to sleep. Would you say that's also the case in Australia?
Tutoring? No. I have a few friends that literally don't do tutoring at all. They don't have any after school activities, and a lot of them, they could just like go home after school and then just rot at home for like they can literally just like stay at home, scroll on their phone, do whatever. But some people, they still have tutoring, and I think a lot of tutoring is on Saturdays, and they have a lot of after school activities and a lot of music, a lot of sport. Just not very like tutoring.
And you know how academics in Hong Kong, it's quite competitive, right? You know how a lot of times maybe signing up for a bunch of different extracurriculars, whether it's like piano or like make themselves more knowledgeable in a sense. Do you think that's also like something that people in Australia really like strive for? Or it's very
some people.
You think so?
But not a lot of people. Like in my school, I feel like there'll be a few, and a lot of them would not exactly be Western people.
Okay.
A lot of them would be more like Asian people, I would say. Western people, they just want to be chill. They're really chill.
And how would you say you are? Do you feel like you're very chill about it?
Middle. I try to learn more, but then like kind of lazy sometimes. So just kind of chill in the middle.
But when you were 9 in Hong Kong, did you have to sign up for a lot of different lessons and go to a lot of tutoring?
Not exactly.
Not exactly. So you're pretty chill too.
Yeah, it was more like if you want, you can do it. Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.